Ladies and gentlemen, I've been saying on this channel for about a year or so, a year and a half, I said that the intel agencies will eventually turn on Joe Biden. Newsweek, 21 hours ago, Biden team began effort to end Hunter laptop story. Ex-Central Intelligence Agency boss. Okay? You have an IRS official going after Hunter and Joe. Impeachment articles are already being drafted. There are articles talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene and others drafting impeachment of Biden. Will he be removed with the Senate? No, the Senate's not going to remove Biden, just like the Senate did not remove Trump for absurd allegations, a transcript, and accusing him of something he didn't do in January. But anyway, Trump's impeachments did not lead to removal. Biden's impeachment will not lead to removal, but it is a very important statement. They kept saying it's a political statement with Trump. It's extremely important, ladies and gentlemen. Here you have another ex-Central Intelligence chief and his colleague dubbed Hunter laptop story. As an effort to help Biden's campaign, Yahoo News ex-Central Intelligence official says Blinken was impetus, bumbling Blinken for statement discrediting Hunter New York Post laptop story. Okay, so you have intel agencies now turning, I really don't think, ladies and gentlemen, I really don't think that this is a mere coincidence. Yes, it's a former Central Intelligence director. We can read this here. There's a Fox News article on this. Former Central Intelligence director, a former Central Intelligence official testified that then Biden campaign advisor, now Secretary of State Antony Blinken, played a role in the inception of the public statement signed by current and past intelligence. We all knew it was complete nonsense. Everybody on the planet knew. But there was such hysteria, the apoplectic obsession with Trump that media and Democrats have. It's unbelievable. Former Deputy Director Michael Morrell testified before the House Judiciary and Intelligence Committees. So I do think, ladies and gentlemen, that this really is not a coincidence. I think you have people within the intelligence community or agencies that have had enough of an absolutely miserably failed foreign policy. Biden's foreign policy has led to the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists stating, for the first time ever, we're 90 seconds to midnight, we are closer to, God forbid, a nuclear confrontation, and really, I mean, if you want to get dramatic, possible annihilation than ever before. So, what is good? I don't know what Biden has done that's good. I know what Trump, like, when people say they don't like Trump, well, do you not like a record low poverty in 2019? We had record low poverty in 2019. If you're on the left, and I used to be the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet, according to the Huffington Post. I used to be the unofficial scribe of Sanders' most hardcore voters, according to the Washington Post, before I became a supporter of an amazing president, Donald Trump. What did this man do to the morally superior, highly educated liberal Democrats of this country? What did Trump do? What did he do, my God almighty, aside from this frenzied reaction by media? We had record low poverty with Trump. We had record highs in household median income. His last year in office wasn't his fault. He's not a governor. Governors tanked their economies. They should never have done that. And that caused toilet paper runs. Now we have bank runs. Inflation is now 6% to 9%. And it's far higher for food, rent, gas, clothing. So, I mean, what you need to live, the inflation rate is high. We didn't have inflation. We had 2% inflation when Trump left. So you can't blame Trump for any of the problems taking place. These are Democratic Party. Look, the Democratic Party presides over great poverty levels, okay? And you're seeing crime rise because poverty has risen. We had record low poverty with Trump. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. Go to hagoodman.com to read my writing in The Hill, The Huffington Post, Salon, The Jerusalem Post, The Federalist, and other publications. Email me at contactgoodman88@gmail.com to be part of a newsletter. To my new Patreons, thank you to my Patreon. The Patreon link is below, next to the like and the share buttons. And your super thanks is greatly appreciated, ladies and gentlemen. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? You think this is just a coincidence? They're going to impeach Biden. You have an IRS official and you have a Central Intelligence former director, okay? The reason is because, okay, did Trump commit a felony? No, he didn't. He really did not. He didn't commit any crimes. Do they think Trump did? Are they suspicious of Trump? Do they distrust Donald Trump? Yeah. Have they accused, have Democrats and media accused Trump of everything under the sun? Yes. Did he commit a crime? No. Has he been indicted? Yeah, for political reasons. Even people on the left are saying, oh my God, it's an embarrassment, the indictment in New York. It's not even, there's not even a federal crime listed. That's why Jim Jordan is able to force testimony from Alvin Bragg and the other guy, Pomerantz. He's able to force testimony because a federal crime was not listed in the indictment, and the FEC didn't find Trump. But, I mean, you have a situation, ladies and gentlemen, where Hillary, with private servers siphoning top secret data onto servers outside the U.S. government, it's impossible from a cybersecurity perspective to obtain, classified emails. And then you have Hunter with a litany of crimes and felonies, kickbacks, bribery, graft. This is all possibility, but it's very likely. You have the New York Post. When did Donald Trump suspend or censor a New York Post article? Well, we know Biden did. We know Democrats do all the time. Okay? The authoritarians are not Trump or Trump Republicans. The despots, the totalitarians, the authoritarians, the people who will police your speech, will prevent you from owning a firearm to protect your family. These are the wonderful, morally superior, highly educated liberal Democrats. They're fantastic people. They want you to know they're saving the planet, and they're good people. But hypocrisy is, they don't really know what that word means. So you have liberal Democrats spending, $30,000 in Congress on security details, but they'll pontificate about the Second Amendment. And then you have them talking about how Trump is a menace to democracy. They don't even have a functioning primary. They cheated Bernie Sanders. They can't even have... The reason they don't have Iowa anymore is because they were so tired of cheating Bernie Sanders. How many times can you cheat Bernie Sanders? How many times can it happen? How many times? And there was a Phil Collins song. It's like, how many times? What was that song? Anyway, how many times can you cheat me? So now they haven't even started. They don't have Iowa anymore as the first contest in their primary because it's so corrupt that they just, they constantly... That's why, when Marianne Williamson, and, she's probably a wonderful human being, but it's like, well, they cheated Bernie Sanders. Of course they would cheat Marianne Williamson. And then she's talking, her campaign is about economic injustice and, oh my God, inequality. It's like, you have this with Biden. You had less of this. You had record low poverty with Trump in 2019. This is a fact. Record highs in household median income for every demographic group. You can go to the St. Louis Fed. You could see in 2019, we didn't pump trillions into the economy causing inflation. 2019, we had a great foreign policy. Trump removed Americans from military conflict, and Doha agreement Biden completely botched. But Trump was the anti-war and economic candidate. Marianne Williamson should love Trump. If you're on the left, you should love Trump. But it's not popular to do so. It's not popular to just even acknowledge that he was better in terms of the economy, my God almighty, and foreign policy. Hit subscribe right now. I'll be back in about an hour.